Okay, everybody, here it is, Thursday weigh-in day. Stay tuned. Okay, well, I went in and faced the scale. As you know, Thursday is my weigh-in day. I am an online-only member, so I do all my weighing at home. I weigh in every day, but today I was expecting a gain because I had pizza more than I should have last week, and I didn't always track the way I should have tracked. So it'll be interesting. Um, the scale didn't move. I stayed exactly the same as what I was last week. I weighed in at 228.9. I'm okay with that this week because, like I said, I had a couple days where I mean, I wasn't off the rail. I got off the train. So I'm going to try to see if I can pull up my Weight Watchers app to tell you exactly what my weigh-in is today. Oh, I had offloaded it. To date, I have lost 48.9 pounds. Now, before you get going and saying, "Oh, good job, good job," I figured out last night that I have been at Weight Watchers now for 166 weeks. This was my 166th weigh-in. Now, I guess the good news in that is that I have weighed in for 166 weeks. The bad news is that I could have done much better. I weighed in most of those weeks. There were some weeks, like when I was on vacation or, life happened, I didn't do the weigh-in, but I kept track of what I was doing on my spreadsheet. I logged in weight most of those weeks on Weight Watchers, 166 weeks. So to get to the end of this year, there's another, well, this is the 8th week of the year, so that means there's, if my math is right, there's 44 weeks left in this year. So it'll be over 200 weeks that I'll be weighing in by the end of this year. What I have discovered, and I've mentioned this before, I am really, really good at maintenance. My scale hasn't budged a whole lot in the last year. I'm going to make that happen this year. Today, I had 2 good days yesterday, and I've been really good today. It's not quite dinner time yet. Matter of fact, I haven't had lunch yet, but I know what I'm going to have. I got some deli turkey meat, which I think can have 3 slices for 1 point, and I'm going to cut up some vegetables and maybe have a piece of cheese or something with it, and a piece of fruit. So I think I've got my momentum back as far as the weight loss is concerned and stay in a program. So I just need to keep, stay mindful of what I'm doing and go back. I went back yesterday and I revisited some of the things that I had written down at the beginning of the year that I wanted to focus on, some of my goals and how I was going to get to those goals, and about how our mindset is so important. I saw a quote the other day that says, "What you believe, you achieve." So those of us who are struggling, are we believing that we're going to achieve this? I am. I'm gonna do this year. I'm not gonna be in this. I'm not gonna be in the same body by next year. So the next 44 weeks sounds like a long, long time, but I've been at this 166 weeks. I can't believe 166 weeks. So 44 is nothing compared to 166. I don't have a lot of major things happening, at least I'm not aware of, and then I hope to God I don't have a year like I had last year or the year before. Other than the fact that I'm out in Idaho right now. I'm moving back cross country to Ohio in the summer. I'm not quite sure where I'm gonna go to yet. I'm still kind of looking at apartments and a trailer park and just exploring my options. I had been staying with my son in Ohio. I don't really want to do that anymore, especially now because he's got a girlfriend. Yay! He's 30 years old. He doesn't want mom living with him all the time. I mean, he's the oldest child, so I think he feels the obligation to take care of me, and I don't want him to feel that obligation. I'm, proud of him for wanting to do that. I'm proud of all my kids for wanting to take care of me, but they have their own lives that I want them to live and reach out, and I don't want them to have to worry about me. So I'm not quite sure exactly where I'm headed when I go back to Ohio. I just know that my plan is to go back to Ohio. My daughter's going to be getting a roommate here this summer to help her with her expenses the next couple of years that she's here. And I want to go back to where my friends are. So that's the only big major thing I have coming up this year that I am aware of. My son is planning, I think, on getting engaged this summer. Not the one I was staying with, but the one in Oklahoma. I believe that's his plan. So if you know him or his fiance, don't tell her. We have a big family reunion on my husband's side coming up in July that I'm looking forward to seeing the family, because I really haven't seen much of them since, other than at funerals the last couple of years. So it'll be nice to see them on a happy occasion. And I would like to see them being thinner. I do want to share with you, though. See this pearl necklace? They're fake pearls, of course. But when I first bought this necklace, this was like so tight I couldn't even wear it. So I just pulled it out today, and I was surprised that it's actually loose. I was surprised that I have lost weight around my neck, and I don't feel like I have, really, because I hate this. I wish there was a way to get rid of this, and maybe after I lose more weight there will be. But the consolation is I'm down to 2 chins. I had about 4 of them before. So, but I was happy that I was able to at least wear this and not feel like I was getting choked to death wearing it. So anyway, that's my vanity thing for today. So anyway, my weigh-in update stayed the same. I'm okay with that because I know what I did. I looked back at my menus. So I'm lucky that I didn't have a gain. Next week I'll have a loss. I know that I will. I did order the trial pack of the Built Bars. They're not here yet. I just ordered them last night. I'd like to know if any of you have tried those. And I've been seeing some things on other YouTube channels about the Built Bars. Just want to know if you like them, what your favorites are. So I just got the 6 sample pack that they should be here sometime next week. So we'll see if that helps me with my snacking and maybe a sugar craving. Although I'm kind of with Sandy over at Let's Get Fit. If I have a sugar craving, I'd rather have a piece of fruit than anything else to kind of calm that craving. I don't really crave sweets. I crave bread, bread products. I've been doing really good with that, though. Now, today so far, I have had 7 points. I had my 4 tablespoons of fat-free half and half in my coffee, which actually I'm still nursing my coffee here, my last second cup. I've been having that since this morning. And I had 2 slices of my Sara Lee 45-calorie bread. That was 90 calories and 2 points. I had 2 eggs that I fried in Pam, so that was 0 points, but 144 calories. I had a slice of Velveeta with that, which was 1 point and 35 calories. And I had 5 grams of butter on that, which was 2 points, and I think it's about 39 calories. I haven't figured out my whole calories for the day. And I had a banana, which was 129 grams. I'm not quite sure what the calories were on that, but I'm thinking it's going to be right around 100, because I know bananas, for some reason, they're so high in calories. It must be all the natural sugar that's in them. So I'm doing okay. Like I said, I've only had 7 points today. What I'm planning for lunch is probably going to be 2 or 3 points. They'll take me up to 10. And then dinner, I'm going to have a turkey burger that I'm going to make here. I don't have the 99% fat-free turkey here. It's the 93%, so I'll have to look up that because I know that has points. I'm going to have a turkey burger, and I'm probably just going to eat it without the bread. I don't have any buns here anyway. So, and then I'll fix up a salad with that. That's my plan anyway. It could change by dinner time. So anyway, how did your week go? If you're weighing in this weekend, good luck. Like I said, I'm happy with a no gain. It was a no loss, but it was a no gain. So uh, the thing about that is that I don't want to be happy with that anymore. I want to start losing consistently again. After 166 weeks, I think I need to start losing consistently again. Went back and looked, and boy, that first 2 months that I was on Weight Watchers, 166 weeks ago, uh, I was losing consistently, and I was losing a lot. Mind you, I had a lot to lose. My official start weight with Weight Watchers is 277.8. I had been following the program a couple weeks before that, and I know I dropped about 10 pounds before that. But that's my official start weight was 277.8. I'm not going back there. I hated the way I looked. I hated the way I felt. Even staying the same this week, I have felt better. I've lost a lot of the sodium water weight that I was carrying around just from, eating junk food again. So already I'm feeling better. I'm not feeling quite as sluggish. There were a couple days earlier this week when I could just barely get out of bed because I was so sluggish. And I know it's because of the way I was eating. Um, I was watching last night Laura 2.0, and she was talking about her struggle with Weight Watchers right now. And she admitted, she goes, I love food. Yeah, I do too, Laura. And that's, basically the issue. I love food, and I've been a foodie for a long time. That's one of the reasons that I prepare my own stuff all the time, and I can and freeze my own food most of the time. I've baked my own bread. I haven't lately. I'm still trying to figure out if I can do a low-calorie bread that still has a nice thick slice. That I just haven't figured out how to bake that correctly. If any of you guys that bake your own bread have any ideas, let me know. I would love to know that. There's nothing better than the smell of fresh baked bread in the house. So I guess I'm an old soul at heart because I like all of the homemade foods. But Laura, I'm with you. Uh, I love to eat, and that's why I'm like this. Now, she and her husband are doing a no munch march where they are agreeing amongst themselves that they're not eating out the entire month of March, and they're not going to eat any of their weeklies during the month of March either. I don't know if I can go along, and she's asking people to join her on that challenge, but I'm not sure I can do the no eating out, especially because I'm up here with my daughter, and we do usually go out with her gang of friends to do a trivia night once a week. So I kind of plan on that. Luckily, the place that we go, I can order. They have the burgers that you can order that with the meat, or you can order it with a portobello, or you can get it with no bun. You can get it with a grilled chicken. So there's lots of options that I can do that and stay on plan if I want to. So I'm not sure that I can do the no munch or the no going out to eat. I don't typically eat my weeklies. I did last week. I went way over my weeklies last week. So that wouldn't be a fair challenge for me because I don't normally eat my weeklies anyway. I'm not condoning that, by the way. If you need the weeklies to help you stay on program, go for it. That's what they're there for. I just find with my metabolism and my age and my activity level that I don't need those weeklies. If I eat the weeklies, then I gain weight. So anyway, you might want to check her channel out. It's Laura 2.0 if you don't already follow her. She had a big life change too. She moved from California back to North Carolina this year, so she's had some challenges to overcome. Isn't that the way it is, though? And it was so easy for us to make excuses to get life life gets in the way, and we make excuses for why we're beating up on ourselves with our eating. And I know that I do that all the time. It's like, who am I taking revenge out on? It's only myself. I don't know. After my husband died, I couldn't eat for a long time, and then I found food again, and boy, did I go overboard with it. So it was just like I was punishing myself, and I don't know why. There was one thing we talked about when I was in grief counseling about how ways that we can sabotage ourselves, not only with food, but with our mental thinking and everything. So I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm so glad I have you guys to kind of rein me in. And boy, the comments that I got yesterday about the calcium, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to, give me pointers on what you do and foods that have the calcium levels that I'm kind of looking at. I do take a multivitamin. I'm just finding I don't think it's enough. And just upping my protein levels too is helping curb my hunger. So, anyway, sorry that my dogs have been barking. There must be the mailman outside or somebody's walking by. They protect me from all the serial killers that come by. Or just could have been a leaf that blew past the window. Or a snowflake. It's more likely a snowflake. Although it hasn't snowed all day. Yay. Got my car out yesterday. It took me an hour to get it out. But so far today it hasn't snowed. But I understand there's more on the way. My daughter cannot come home tonight. Her flight was canceled because apparently there's snow in Las Vegas, and her flight was supposed to go through Las Vegas. So she's got a flight out tomorrow. I was hoping to have her home by tonight, but that's not going to happen. So I have one more sad, lonely night by myself here in the Pacific Northwest. There is church tonight. I'm not quite sure. I'm going to go out. I'm not sure what the roads are like. It snowed all day long yesterday, so I'm not quite sure what the roads were like. I went out for a little bit yesterday because I needed dog food, and then I got my nails done. See, I got my nails done while I was out, and the roads were kind of a mess then. I'm to the age where I don't like to drive unless the perfect conditions. So we'll see. I may make it to church tonight. I may not. And they serve dinner about an hour before church starts. I went last week. It was a baked potato bar, so I was able to stay on plan there. But it's a crapshoot. I don't know what they have every week, so it's kind of a crapshoot of what I get. That's really it for me. I'm starting to ramble now, so I'm going to close it off. You guys have a great week. If you're weighing in tomorrow or Saturday, I hope you have great weigh-ins. And even if you just stay the same, remember that our lives move in the direction of our strongest thought. So let your strongest thought be success. I need to tell that to myself, right? Okay, guys. You guys have a great day, and I will talk to you probably tomorrow. Bye-bye.